He's Bill Ryder, and he's Ryder than you.
The program Ryder than you, sometimes.
He's a fan.
I love sports so much.
He's in your face.
I will destroy those obnoxiously arrogant, clueless, tone-deaf superstars who are marginal players, good players, who made careers, who think they're Hall of Famers.
He's nice.
I promise, we're nice here.
He's humble.
I think I'm pretty good if you're on the show about admitting if I got it wrong.
Live from Los Angeles, here's Bill Ryder.
All right, welcome into the show. This is so exciting. I'm just going to put him up because nobody even wants to hear from me. Ty Dunne, you already know it's the Ty Dunne show because it says Ty Dunne. And what's up, Mr. Dunne? Happy Thursday, buddy.
Oh, Bill Ryder, like I always say, it's great to see you. I've heard you. I've heard that intro many times over the years. The marginalized superstars masquerading as Hall of Famers. F them. And now if you want to swear, you can. It's your show. It's your Substack. It's a beautiful thing. I
haven't sworn yet because Lori, my wife, doesn't want me to because Henry, my son, listens to it. But Henry sails my 13-year-old like a sailor. So I don't know what the... So I'm trying. Do you swear? I mean, listen, you don't swear a lot, right? You're not like out of control.
Not a lot.
But you'll drop them.
You know what kind of made me tap the brakes a little more was my nephew.
Yeah.
Is same reason. My brother-in-law listens to the pod driving around, and he told me that he had it on with my niece and nephew, both, I think, were in the truck with him. So I got, I try to maybe just drop an earmuffs if it's coming. Like if I know that I got to lay down the law and look, sometimes a swear word is required. You got to drive home a point. You're Brandon Beane discussing that 8% approval rating that was when Joe Brady was hired. I get it. I loved it. I mean, that was great to hear Brandon go off like that in our conversation. So yes, sometimes you need it, but I've been trying to gently tap the brakes here and there.
So like you, and we have some paid subscribers from the radio days who came over, and you are, by the way, for people that don't know, who are paying for this podcast, who have encouraged me to do it, Ty Dunne is the reason, because you were the first person I knew on Substack. I just told you this off air, but Andrew Marchand, who does sports media, interviewed you on his podcast. It must have been last, I don't know, October, November, December, behind a paywall, paid for it immediately because I wanted to hear you talk about Substack. And you were very encouraging as I did this. So thank you. You know what? I love these, but I get to push all the buttons. But I don't swear because some of the people who pay will drive around with their kids. And so I just try not. Now, I will say this. When the news came out, what feels like near definitive news that my Chicago Bears are going to be the Indiana Bears, I definitely had some trouble on the show withholding the multiple F-bombs that idiotic organization deserves. I know you hit this in your mailbag, but I'm just, what are they doing? Chicago's a world-class city. It's not like New York and Manhattan where, okay, Manhattan real estate's impossible to get yourself into. I guess you got to go across the way to Jersey. I hate my team, but it's too late.
Leave it to the Bears, right? Like they've got some real substantive buzz, optimism. Ben Johnson, an absolute unit of a head coach who has just changed everything there. I mean, we can talk Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, and the fact that like this is a team on the rise. And then you get to the offseason, you get to Kevin Warren time, and this stuff is bound to happen. And look, it wasn't really the part that Bears fans sunk their teeth in. I think the hardcore fans did, but part 3 of our series really looked at Kevin Warren and Ryan Poles, but just the infrastructure there in Chicago. And when you read that and you hear what people say about the president of the Chicago Bears, none of this should surprise you, right? Like when he came in, I think it was Ted Phillips, who had his own issues too, but like he was the president when they purchased that land in Arlington Heights. Was it just a shade under 300 million? So like you have this, and he plays footsie with the mayor of Chicago. It pisses off the governor. It kind of goes back and forth. Basically, he's just kind of wasted George McCaskey's time and money. I can't imagine McCaskey's happy. I can't imagine Bears fans are happy. This Indiana stuff is real. Like that is a real option here. I think gun to the head, I'd probably say they still end up in Arlington, but it should have never have gotten to this point, right? Like he was hired to build a stadium, and we're going on several years now.
Your House of Dysfunction series, which was so good, And you gave me a little heads up, something was coming. And so every day I would wake up ready to be kicked in the nuts. Excuse me, children, by the truth of your story. And that part 3 reminds me of, and I know Caleb Williams isn't Michael Jordan and Ben Johnson isn't Phil Jackson yet, but as a Chicago sports fan, I remember an organization that had bad ownership, that had bad leadership, that had a poor GM, that had a terrible culture, that should have lost for a generation. But when you get a generational player and you get a generational coach, at least on the court for the time being, on the field for the time being, it can cover things up. Caleb's been great with Ben Johnson, and you said it, Ben Johnson's the real deal. That doesn't erase the dysfunction with the Bears, and that's what this Indiana story reminds me of. Like, yeah, we could be good for a long time, but it hasn't magically cured the leadership beyond those two guys and beyond Ben Johnson.
I know it. And that's the point of the whole series is Ben Johnson is walking into Hallis Hall. He's walking into a building that has real issues beyond an inability to maximize a quarterback. And finding the quarterback has obviously been an odyssey for the Chicago Bears franchise for, I don't know, give or take